Hey, what's going on YouTube? How are you all doing today? Today we have an exciting video, not an unboxing, but more of an overview. This is the white Sandstone Oneplus 5T. Huge shout out to my man Flossie. Met him at CES, genuine nice guy, super funny, and he provided this phone to me. I really appreciate it. Huge thank you to him. Go follow him on his YouTube channel. I'll leave it down below if you haven't already. This is going to be more of an overview. I don't have a box, but let's get right into it anyways. Let's start up on the front. This is a 6-inch AMOLED 2160 by 1080 resolution screen. So as you can see here, basically mostly bezel-less. Right now I just do have a very dark black wallpaper, so it blends in nicely. Up here we have a 16 megapixel front facing camera. You have your earpiece and then a notification LED light, I believe, up there. I haven't actually seen it on, but I am running a custom ROM. Later video on that, so stay tuned. Up top you have nothing. Over here we have the famous or infamous alert slider switch, which is actually colored red, which I really like. Nice touch. Black volume up and down button, which are a nice feel to it. Nothing rest of the way. Speaker, USB-C port down at the bottom, headphone jack, and a mic. And then you have your power button and a SIM tray, which supports dual SIM. No micro SD cards, so I'm not sure why OnePlus does not get on that bandwagon. A lot of phones don't have it anymore. On the back here, we have a 16 megapixel dual lens camera setup, and then also a 20 megapixel secondary camera. So basically, one is going to have a f of 1.7, and then the 20 megapixel is going to be using a also 1.7 as well. So the 20 megapixel is going to be for low light. You also have your flash, fingerprint scanner, OnePlus logo, and then a mic. So overall, I would say that this is very slippery. Just from my experience, holding it, trying to hold it in my hand has been, I'm always afraid that I'm going to be dropping it because of its feel. Like, it feels slippery, but it feels kind of grippy. It's not a sandstone like the OnePlus 2 or OnePlus 1. It's a very smooth, matte finish. So one thing I can say is if you're going to be having this in and out of your jean pockets or any other surface, this is going to get dirty very quick. If your hands are greasy, oily, dirty, that's going to transfer over to this phone right away. I can tell you that. Recommend a case if you want to keep your phone pristine white like this. So overall, I haven't had it for too long. I have a custom ROM AICP already on it based on 8.1 Oreo, and so far I do have a custom theme on here as well using Substratum. As you can see, the black with red. This is very close to the look of the Star Wars edition, which you can always unlock the Star Wars theme and always download the wallpapers if you want that. So overall, the phone, the feel of it is very curved, kind of on the back, so, and thin on the sides. So it doesn't feel thick as it is. It's actually a decently sized thickness phone. But the specs inside here, Snapdragon 835, as you'd expect, latest and greatest. It has this model, the white, 8 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs with 128 gig of internal storage. So you are going to have plenty of storage, plenty more than enough RAM to do multitasking and whatever else you need to do. Price, the 8 gig, 128 gig is $550, which it is getting up there in price for higher end flagships. So there are going to be other competitors now that OnePlus is getting into that territory. And then the 6 gig, 64 gig model is, I believe, $499, $500. But I do like the customizations they do give with Oxygen OS. They do have Oreo Beta 2 out right now, which you can always install. I'll do a future video on how to do that as well. The overall size of the OnePlus 5T is actually pretty nice compared to the Pixel 2 XL. It's narrower than the Pixel 2 XL, which is nice. Basically the same size screen. It's not quite as tall either, just a hair shorter. and much narrower, which the narrowness makes a huge difference in its one-handedability, which I like. This thing is fast, as you would expect with the 835, 8 gigs of RAM. So I am also running a custom kernel on this, Franco kernel. He's done a lot of work with a lot of devices. Great work from him. Huge shout out for everything that he does for the developer community. And I'm going to be doing future videos on flashing ROMs, ROM reviews, how to flash Oreo beta, how to restore back to stock. So stay tuned for that content. If you guys are interested in picking up a OnePlus 5T, I'll leave the link. My referral code, I will be up front. It's my referral code, so if you want to purchase one, pick one up. I really do like this red toggle switch button for sure. Just that little bit of hint of color and a little bit of hint of color. I like what some companies are doing now with just that little touch to set themselves aside from other companies. So anyways, if you guys have any questions on this, please feel free to comment down below. I also forgot to mention, I did also pick up a dash charger and cable. This is their USB-C cable, and this is their OnePlus Super, or dash charging, I should say. So the dash charger is actually extremely fast, about 50%, I don't know, some ridiculous amount in like 30 minutes. One morning I did not charge the phone overnight. It was at 40%. I was getting ready, brushed my teeth, whatever I do in the morning, and it got up to basically about 80% in just that short period of time, less than 30 minutes. So charging on this is really quick. This has a 3300 milliamp hour battery as well, so not the biggest battery, but in its form factor, I'd say it's reasonable. Not as big as the Honor View 10, not as big as the Pixel 2 XL. I'll definitely be doing a comparison video between the OnePlus 5T and the View 10 in the future, so stay tuned for that. So if you guys, again, have any questions, comment down below. If you are possibly curious about this, I'll do my best to answer. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you all in future content and in my next video. Take care, guys.